Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we're going to be diving back into blueprints. There we go. We're on day 4. Made a lot of progress last time, so we're going to see how differently today goes, and if I can do different things or make different choices. You can see we've got 70 feet instead of the usual 50. And we also have access to the outer room. And so what I want to start with is I want to try and mosey over there and see kind of what happens if I grab that right off the bat. How many steps does it cost me? Because the west path is thing. So we do 2 steps already. And then going to here. So because this has all sorts of special things. Special floor plans. The hovel makes them cost feet instead of gems. The shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. Or the root cellar. Rooms in your house will likely just contain dig spots today. I'm curious how the shelter will work. And then once again, it's the first time I've found a room, so... An underground bunker located away from the main house. This fallout shelter was designed specifically for air raids and features thick walls made from lead and other materials intended to block radiation. A computer terminal within has been connected to the house's network system should an emergency necessitate remote access. Oh. This one then has some fun stuff if I dip down into it. Oh wow, we get this whole little downstairs area. Time lock safe. How much time? Ooh. So there's the computer down here, and that's... Remain where you are for now. Given that the red guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Someone was hiding from the red guard, and they disabled the access. But who was hiding from the red guard? What's the red guard? Many questions. Let's see if we can... Welcome to the Mount Holly bomb shelter. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Set unlock date. Oh. I have to, like... We're like November 4th, I think is where we're at. I think we're in November. So 1 hour in advance. So like 9 a.m. Confirm. Confirm. Okay, radiation monitor. Measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If the reading is 12 USD or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Okay. 0.5 USD. Not a big problem. Okay. Log in the network. Swan song. We get the the drone again. Okay. Staff services. So as of November 4th is thing. So it is not November 4th. I got to go change that. Staff announcement. Saturday, November 7th. I don't think anyone else has access networks this month except for you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. This was on Saturday, November 7th. So my assumption is we have to be later in the month than that for day 4. Do we start on Monday or a Sunday? I'd like to see what's in it later today, but I can't remember what date specifically it is. So November 4th is when everybody left, and then November 7th. Maybe that's the first day? So for day 4, it'd be Sunday, 8th, 9th, so it should be the 10th right now? Special orders. Can place another special order. I want to know what the metal detector does. We'll find out. And then we're gonna try and electronic mail. Do we have to get to the office for that? Data transfers. Nope. Okay, so let's try the time lock safe again. If I can edit that. Set unlock date, and I want November 10th, and we'll try 10 a.m. Okay. So, hopefully I got the date right, and it will open at some point. We will have to see. Alright. Very interesting room, especially because it's going to supposedly save me from red rooms, but who knows? I'm also curious if the west path allows me to enter the house. Haha, no, we haven't gotten a west exit room to combine with it. Okay. So we have to come back here. So it costs us 6 feet to do that. To do that little adventure. Yeah, because none of this has the date on it. None of you have the date whatsoever. Pictures are all still the same. Yeah, so it's almost 9, so hopefully when I come back through here later, I can go pop over and we'll try and learn new things. Spare room, I want to get me to the edge. I like having it to be wide at the start. Be very nice. Nothing in here I can interact with. And then I want like a dead end or a corner. I can claim my wrench. Okay, that's actually really good. I can come in here. Let's again. I'm tagging a deer. And then I should be able to retrieve my wrench. Thank you. So I check my inventory, I have the wrench, and so that way I can make the gear rooms more likely. And I do like having that as a little option. Sick. Hallway is incredible here. This lets us have multiple ways to go forward and a corner. We've seen that red notes are lies if they're not handwritten. So the assumption is that what doors in the West Wing aren't actually more likely to be locked. They're more likely to be unlocked, but I'm not sure. The observatory is super fun because that gives us even more ways forward and fits quite nicely. But I can't draft it, so it is going to be the storeroom for the key and the gem. And 1 coin is whatever. Standard key. I was hoping it might be a special one. And we still have some chest things in here. That's kind of terrifying. I'm trying to like look at it sideways. You can't see me, but I'm turning my head both ways, see if I can see a face or something in there. No, okay. And then from here, we'll take the hallway and see if we can get a branching room. Be incredible. Den cuts off the left side, but I don't really want to spend my gem on a kitchen. So we are going to take the den and take the L on that one. The den has a gem in the middle, and as far as I'm aware, nothing of particular note or interest. There are 4 stars on this picture, which might matter if we get the observatory, not today, but tomorrow. and then we will continue going north. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 feet. So this could be a lot of fun, but it really cuts off the left. But to be fair, so do the parlor and the nook. So I'm going to take the nursery. We've seen this one before. I like that it counts itself as a thing for its drafting. A lot of times, things like this in games won't give you the benefit, even though they are technically part of their own group. Free gem is nice, and then this is the red print. And nothing in it is particularly new or exciting. I need more context before I can do much with that. Still not at 10 o'clock, so we will be... Well, I wonder how different it is between going in like this and going in the front door. Because you can see that... Have we just lost immediately? No, I can take the commissary. Okay, I was like... Have we just immediately lost through RNG? And some questionable choices? Day 20 and 21. Yeah, but it doesn't actually tell us which day of the month those are. 12 to 6. This also looks printed, so I don't know if I believe it. Yeah, none of these have anything helpful right now. And then what are you selling? Magnifying glass, I do really want, but everything else is all way too expensive right now. This is my only way forward, so I need this to not be a bunk. Passageway would be great. Workshop and pantry both have the same problem, but they don't really get me where I need to go. I don't have items. The workshop's already common, so we'll take the pantry. Before I go in there, how much are the magnifying glass? Okay, so I can buy the magnifying glass on my way back through. Okay, we continue, because there's not anything else to do. Yeah, so I can grab these guys and, like, keep wandering. Which is a little bit silly. Get a lot of steps. We'll take the parlor. I'm pretty good at the puzzle on it, and at this point we're just hoping we get things that work with what we're trying to do. There's our key as usual, and this is a letter from May the 2nd that gives us no helpful information. There's still nothing else in this room, so we just have, this is the blue box is true, blue box is true is also true, blue box is empty. Oh. Well, this is interesting. This is the blue box is a true statement. This, the blue box is true, is also a true statement. The blue box is empty is therefore a false statement. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, I'm clearly not thinking this through the entire way. Once again, parlor, there's not a lot we can do in here. This is a pretty standard room for passing through. Now, hopefully, I can take the chapel and I don't actually suffer the penalty here. When I go in, yeah, it's a sheltered chapel. And the chapel has money in it? Very strange. I do want the magnifying glass, but I am very curious about what the, like, sleep mask will do. So I already know what the magnifying glass will do. I'm gonna go see if I can try the sleep mask, because I'm guessing it makes bedrooms better, and I already have something that encourages me to take bedrooms. A black slip sleeping mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Interesting. A lot of the items that aren't, like, if you're not trying to do a specific thing with, like, the magnifying glass or something like that, a lot of the items don't seem that worth backtracking for. Green rooms are free, bedroom is a dead end. We can do the observatory to continue on our way. Chapel still has, we have the, like, the maid angel And we have the gardening angel. But I still can't do anything with them. Okay. Into the observatory. What is the stars? Plus 3 steps. Okay. Sure, dude. Wing. The slice. Okay. Not huge, but we keep going up in stars, and that's pretty solid. Okay, we're gonna continue to survive. Yes, I want a guaranteed well, maybe we take this and we leave this for later. And with the wrench, it's already commonplace, and I'm okay with that. I'm assuming there's no way I can combine the sleeping mask with anything else. Yeah. Interestingly, you can't use the wrench in the combinations. The shoebox will always contain the prize. Yeah, we know. And then we still have... Oh, what? Metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Oh, right, because there's always an item in here. Oop. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought. Dispel our secrets carved from thought. A message read as of 10 lost. Among the bold words spoken soft. Oh my god, what have the letters been? It's been letters on that. It's been like S-A-K or something. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought. You spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is of 10 lost. Among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. There's 8. It was like S-A-K? No, it was A-S-K. Ask. Ask what? Okay, we're figuring it out. Ask, and then we got more letters to come. Can I now combine you two? No. Okay, cute. We have since pulled things back from the brink. The greenhouse. Oh, it's on the thing, but that kills us. Our run ends if I dead end myself here. So it has to be the Nook. So I don't have any rerolls. And the Nook is the one. Ooh, metal detector. And an extra coin. Okay, +1 money. This we can see, if I had the magnifying glass, I could read the billiard rules again and figure out the things that I'm missing. So we'll have to do that at some point, but right now I don't have a magnifying glass. So for now, we're gonna get one more piece of gold at least. The drawing room isn't different from the bedroom or the corridor. I'd like the bedroom because I get a bunch of steps for it. Yeah, +5, and then I get +2, and then I should get another +5 from the mask. Yeah. You've still got your moon necklace that I can't do anything with. Can't open that. Hats abound. Oh my god, a reroll. An ivory die. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Running around with Reddington. Like red. Running around with no rerolls and not a good layout is tough. Yeah, so that kills me. That continues. I mean, we take the continue, right? Like, we don't have much other choice. I want to save the reroll for when I am truly desperate. Nothing in here. Stonks. Okay. Um, so now we're in the, like, if I go right, I'm once again in a weird spot. I am going to try and redraw. Security. Security is kind of huge. That gives me 2 ways to go. And I can also set it to commonplace. Beautiful. I like security. Security is good. Yeah. And then once again, we'll do a quick gander of the cameras. Not that I see anything. Check over here. Ba-ba-bum. Yeah, and then we just have our... Yeah, so I need an access lever to get into the antechamber. That's a thing we have discovered. Computer! Wee were. Inventory. Nothing. Beautiful. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Um, Set security level high. Confirm settings. Change offline mode. Unlock. Confirm settings. Turn to security menu, and we can log into the network. I don't think there's anything here we can access that we can't access from other place, but I could run back and see what's in the time lock safe, and I might try and do that and see if I'm right about what day it is. Because we still have... do I have anything that says what time it is? Blessing? Oh, okay. We can get a blessing from the shrine, wherever that is. I want to see if any of these have our, like, starting thing have a term that might include the starting date. No, unfortunately. Yeah, so we can see, like, staff services, staff announcement is still Saturday, November 7th. If that was our first day, then yeah, 8, 9, this is 10. Turn to main menu. Out. Okay, so now we have the problem that we have a keycard room, but I want to go see what's in that. How many steps is that going to cost me? A lot, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's like 24 steps, but I'm not exactly hurting for things to do right now. My steps are not at a premium due to the nature of what I'm doing. If I find a coin with the metal detector going back, which I don't expect to because it said there were no coins, but I don't know if it can, like, create them as I go. Did I go the wrong way? I totally did. It's fine. This will still take me back. If I had one more coin, I could buy the magnifying glass. So maybe the safe outside has what I need. But also it could have stuff outside of the estate with the metal detector, so we'll see how this goes. But I want to see if the time lock safe is open. I don't think... It should be open. I don't think we're at like 2 p.m. yet. So, really hoping. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do a lot of date guessing, and that's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Oh, shit! This is the 6th red letter. Here we go. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. While I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances. Conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Ha ha ha. So I still can't read them from anywhere. I have to read them from where I find them. So this is more on the disappearance of Mary or Marion, um, and her disappearance we read about before. We've now got stuff about the Ruby Crown, the Blackwater Insurgents, the Red Border, the Red Guard. There is some history here that we do not fully understand. And I guess that kind of implies that Courtney was one of the people down here? Okay. We got lore, which means that today will not be a bust no matter what, despite the currently dubious way the house has been looking. Really wish we had one more coin, but we have to just keep going through security. If I could find the breaker box and turn off the power doors, that would be great. One of the big things that we need to find is we need to find a switch for the breaker box that I can use to then... oh yes, the chapel does not in fact connect. I did go the right way. There's only one way. There is only one route through the house right now. Everything else is dead ends. Yeah, we definitely need to... It's hard to find rooms that actually give you more options. Most of the time, the rooms decrease the number of options you have as you go through them. Yeah, we've been here. I think it's ask. Ask what? Ask. This game... Every time I play this game, I get more questions and... like I have less answers and more questions. Yeah, so this door we're not going to be able to go through until we turn things off. This door is locked? Great. Closet, the billiard room, which I cannot get through. Well, I cannot do the puzzle without the thing, but I can go here and hope for the key card, or I can go to the billiard room and try and keep moving, and that's what we're going to do. Hopefully it's not, if it's a electronic door, we are screwed. Nothing back here. And yes, the puzzle is different this time. I want to see if adding 7 does it. Nope. So it didn't have to do with it being 29. 21. Because that would be 14 and 7. It's not 11 either. Yeah, okay, yeah, so I'm missing some rules, and until I get a review of that, I'm not gonna be able to make any progress. Okay. Dining room is interesting. Patio, toss me a gem and spreads them. The dining room I want is we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we're really close, and this gives me 2 paths I can go down. And more doors is better, especially because we are high risk for electronic doors. I will take this one, the south one, to try, and that is locked. I don't want to use my only key to go to a dead end. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to use my only key to go to a dead end. Kitchen, food for sale, laboratory. Yes. Despite it being commonplace, it took me a while to find it. Oh? Metal detector. I'm sorry, what? A large battery pack provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Like what? I haven't seen anything that required batteries. Very strange. More cursive and things that I can't read for science. This has the 2 lines here and a T here, which we're actually on the T, which is kind of interesting. And this isn't powered. Yeah, I don't have the boiler room. It's also not battery powered. There's the coin I need for the magnifying glass. I got the laboratory a little bit too late. More stuff from Kimberly Thompson. That is a security door locked by a keypad. Awesome. Okay. Can the laboratory laptop save me at all? Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. What if you spend 2 more gems? Draft the shop room immediately. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Combine. Start experiment. Your allowance has been raised. Ooh! Very fun. Okay, so it's just +1 gold permanently. But now we are stuck because I don't have anything I can do in here. Just more melting point stuff. That's not helpful for me. Okay, I'm gonna go try and figure out the billiard game with our steps. Oh my god, there's chicken? Stuffed wild quail. Oh no. Local Mount Holly delicacy served atop a plum agri-doux with roasted potatoes, bacon, lardons, and wild chives. 20 feet, additional 10 feet if you have a trophy room. Yeah, we'll eat that because I'm going to be running around trying to use the magnifying glass and my horrid lack of notes to figure this out. The good news is the nook and the billiard room aren't too far apart, but we gotta run all the way back to the commissary. Maybe if we're lucky, I can get a key out of the billiard room puzzle, and that will make things be able to continue despite my now reduced foot count. But I also started with a lot and also had the dinner, so I'm not the most worried. Magnifying glass. Nice. Having the chapel turned off is really good. The shelter seems very, very good. It costs you a fair amount of steps, but oh boy. Is that fairly worthwhile. I want to get to the nook to see instructions on what I'm doing. I want to quickly see, can I combine any of these things? Battery pack and a magnifying glass, nope, and a metal detector, nope, mass, nope. That is a burning glass, which I will have to come back and investigate. You can't be combined with anything. So I can make a burning glass if I want to once I'm done with this and see what that allows me to do. Okay, here we go. Billiard puzzle notes. The numbers seem addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Order of operations goes out from the center. Sinclair's many secrets to his grave. Antechamber shields to be sealed from all 4 sides. But this doesn't have what I'm trying to get. I don't know the number. That's the problem here. Because blue is addition, I was sure about that. But the subtraction, multiplication, division, there's no number I'm aiming for. That's what I'm trying to understand, is what is the number I'm going for? Because this doesn't help me. These numbers are these going to be like different numbers than what's on the board? I'm going to have to use that to understand. Okay. 4, 14, 7. I think those numbers are different. Bedroom also is going to help with this little misadventure. And then I want to check security because if I missed anything, it will tell me if there is state inventory. Nope. Okay. So it's puzzle or bust in here. When we see that like these are not the same numbers, what do you coincide with? I can only click on the numbers around the outside. I want to find which one you work with. I'm gonna jump to when I find it. Okay, so it's 14 and 19. It is... Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I figured it out. I figured it out. Oh my god, I figured it out. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna reset. I figured it out. Because last time I was doing 12 and then I was selecting 9. This time, so it's 14 is the number. And then here you see 11 and 8 both have addition showing, so you click 19. And then 18 has addition, 4 has subtraction, so you get 14. 20 minus 7 is 13. 4 times 2 is 8. 17 minus 15 is 2, times 2 is 4. Oh my god! And it has keys! Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit! Oh. Ah, yes. I will not be defeated with the likes of you. I'm very normal. I'm going to pop back to the workshop and get a fire tool. See if that helps me at all. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good at this game. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Your numbers are wrong, but that's okay. And then, yeah, we gotta find the thing that opens that. Oh, okay. Battery pack can't be made into anything. You can't be made into anything. Let's build a burning glass. What does this let you do? Can I burn through locks? That would be sick. A burning glass can light candles and ignite fuses. What? But I haven't... Oh. Wait, hold up. I know we're, like, burning our steps and shit, but, like... Can I... Hey! What is this? You found the Keeper of Tithe, the chapel's resident garden tasked with the sacred duty of keeping the accumulated money from chapel offerings. Oh shit, I knew there was... I knew it, I knew this thing would come up. So I can get tithe money back if I break the Keeper. Can I light any of you guys? Doesn't look like it. What else has candles? Now I want to run around trying to light all the candles in the game. We're gonna be normal for a bit, and we're going to attempt to actually progress before I run out of steps, because we are kind of pushing our luck. I can also light fuses. So if I see other candles, I assume, light them. So these are like lamps, and I don't want to try and set lamps on fire. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Quick inventory check. Just make sure that I didn't miss anything else. Yeah, nice. Exit. Beautiful. Okay, so now we can go back into the billiard room in which I was victorious. I'm so happy right now. You also have candles, but you don't seem to be plot-relevant candles. You are sad candles that are unloved. And then the lab had, yeah, a door. But I can go this way. I really need the breaker box. Come on. Don't want the hallway. I don't want the courtyard either. I want... I want a key card, man. Or I want a breaker box to turn the power off. It does cool that it does open that. I don't have to deal with that being locked anymore. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, okay. This has to have a key card or we're bust. No, it has the goddamn compass. Ooh, unlucky. Okay. One last check to make sure that I am in fact as stuck as I think I am. Um, yeah, that's quite sad. Okay, we'll do a little gander through, double check things. I want to see, like, there's no way, yeah, no, there's nothing to do from security, so we head to the workshop to see if we can do anything with that, and we head to all the other rooms to see if there's things we can light on fire. And honestly, if we can code check something before the day is out, that would be super nice. Because that would just allow us to have, you know, the lighter or whatever. Um, oh, electromagnet. Okay, what does this do? Hey, buddy. A functional powered electromagnet. You're more likely to draw mechanical rooms while drafting. Automatically collect money and keys when entering a room. Okay. That's kind of cute. I'm assuming I cannot do more things. Yeah, I just have a sleeping mask now. Okay. Intriguing. This little guy. You have lamps, not candles. You're a parlor with nothing. You don't have anything I can light. You might have candles I can light? Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing in here. I don't think the nursery has candles. It'd be very strange if it did. Hey kids, you want to play with fire? I don't see anything over there. We'll wander this way to try and get towards coat check. What do I want to give to coat check? Check an item. Gear wrench, burning glass, electromagnet. Electromagnet is really interesting for drafting gear rooms, and I've gotten most of the rooms that I want to wrench done, and guaranteed stuff is very nice. Like picking up keys and other such things. And then we'll do a quick double check of the garden, because I think I can make it that far, and then we'll be done. So I'll come back when we're over there. Okay, we made it with one step remaining. I managed to just wanted to quickly re-flip through the book. And also, is the sundial doing anything fancy now? No, you're just... Maybe there's some time of day where that matters, but does not appear so. Yeah, you had the logbook. We were right about it being the 10th. I'm really happy about that. Terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, secret garden are east and west wings. And yeah, it was 3, 4, 7, 9. And then some things in the middle. I can't do anything with the angel. Okay, let's head back to the campsite and it will proc ourselves our give up on the day, call it a day. Oh, we're sleepy. There it goes. We gotta call it a day. Goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me in the bar. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed having me as your guide, leave me a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more blueprints and many other journeys to come.